Okay, so we're coming up to the end of 2017, and last August in 2016 I actually did a video all based on my sort of top 10 products recommendations, and I guess I want to see if they're one, still on my shelf, two, do I still recommend them to you? And I actually would really like to know if you actually took my advice and invested in any of the 10 brands that I suggested to you. I've also, in the video that's going to follow this intro, is going to tell you all about the difference between the high street and the professional brands. So check out the video, enjoy it, and right at the end we'll do a little summary as to whether they're still in the cabinet and whether there's any new recommendations. Okay, so here I want to tell you about a little bit of behind the scenes information when it comes to choosing between high street and professional products, and when you're seeking out your products, knowing where to go. There is a massive difference, although I have to say in recent years the gap is closing, which is great, but over the years there's been this massive gap between high street and professional, and that is the activity within the product. When you consider in a high street that anybody could pick up the same product. So you could have somebody, of the age of, 15 or 16 picking up the same product as somebody in their 60s, and they have to cater for that because there's not always a professional person to guide their choices. In retail, things fly off the shelves at a rate of knots, and of course the uprise in online shopping has also made this difficult for high street brands to actually cope with that. So what they've had to do is lessen the activity in their product and therefore the results. And so you're likely to see these are the ones with the long lists of ingredients. These are the ones that have perhaps only got a 0.1, 0.2% of any wonderful ingredient in there because they have to limit it, because they don't want to cause any problems or reactions or difficulties on a skin type, no matter who's choosing it. Whereas in professional, of course, it's delivered by a professional who's going to not only diagnose your skin, but they're also going to be recommending which product you need to use on your skin. But I still think it's good for you to have this information before stepping into those environments, whichever you choose to go in, and have a bit more knowledge yourself so that you can help to make your selections and you're not just guided by one person or another, that you have some control over the choices you're making. The other benefit to visiting a professional facialist is that you can enjoy some beautiful facials that will really kickstart your skin and the improvements that you're going to see in your skin. Facials actually are often done in a course so that you can really see the progress. So it's that gradual progress that I was talking about before, not trying to do and achieve everything all in one go, but to really do things over time and introduce things gradually. So at the end of that course, you know which products are actually going to be the ones that you need to have at home to maintain and to hold on to all those lovely results that you've just achieved. I can wholeheartedly recommend the following products ranges, and these are in different locations from high street to professional. And it's fair to say that I need to start where my heart is at, which is aromatherapy. And there is just simply no other company to buy your oils from other than NHR Organic Oils. They're actually based in Brighton, and they source ingredients from all over the world where these ingredients flourish. But what I love is that they bring such a variety of oils to the mix, and they're in the tiniest little shop, and they're just a beautiful sort of sweet shop of aromatherapy oils. And they have ingredients that are food grade, certified organic. It just doesn't get much better than that. When you smell the quality of their pomegranate seed oil or their jojoba oil, or you look at their coconut butter or their shea butter, and you smell their mei chang and their grapefruit, the quality is astounding. On the high street, I'd also like to recommend a great product range called Tropic. They're actually a kitchen in Surrey, and they make the products to order. So this means that they actually limit the amount of preservatives that go in because they're making it fresh. They don't have stacks and stacks of products sitting in a warehouse waiting to be ordered. They actually make them upon request and only hold very small batches, and it makes a big difference to the quality of your product here, but just errs on that side of caution and covers bases by not putting the preservatives in there where it's not necessary. I found another great skincare range actually in London who are called Skin and Tonic, and they have created what I would describe as probably the closest to professional products, and so I feel quite excited about these because they are available and accessible to people. and they have created some beautiful but again simple products. Their ingredient listing is very simple, and therefore the potency of that ingredient is fantastic. There is another beautiful product that's always in my kit. It's called Egyptian Magic, and it's just recently become much more available on the high street. It used to be in just certain stores, but it's in massive department stores now. And Egyptian Magic is just a beautiful blend of beeswax and propolis, and it's just wonderful on the skin. When you need to heal your skin, it doubles up as a great lip balm. It's great on the skin as a nice treatment. You can use a very small quantity as a moisturiser if you just kind of need to put on a bit of a richer cream that protects your skin. Perhaps it's a really windy day. Egyptian Magic goes onto your skin without clogging the pores. So a great alternative to those products that contain mineral oil or paraffin, anything like that. So opt for Egyptian Magic. I worked for another company for a few years called Liz Earle, and I still highly recommend particularly their cleanse and polish. It really is probably the best cleanser I've ever used, because it removes makeup thoroughly, but it doesn't strip your skin. It actually creates such a lovely soft canvas on your skin that enables all the other products to be applied afterwards and work much more successfully. Really, really great and effective on your skin. When it comes to sort of the body and the bath, I have really sought out some great ranges from Aesop, and I've also another one called Organic Surge. So when you're looking for your hand washes and your body washes, those are the companies that I would turn to for those type of sort of household and regular use products. So when we switch away from the high street and onto professional, then this is where we really need to turn to a company that I worked for as a trainer, Pavonia Botanica. Pavonia Botanica deliver some of the most amazing results on skin that I have ever witnessed. And I have seen people with very difficult skin conditions, particularly rosacea, acne itself, treated and resolved and improved with Pavonia Botanica, that I have to tell you about that range. And it's a range that actually you can buy online, but you still need to sort of complete some sort of consultation just to help you select the right products, because as you'll see, there's an array of products because they're very specific at treating all the different parts and components of your skin type. There's also another great range called F&F Cosmeceuticals, and I use this in my earlier days when I was really working in a skin clinic and again working with very difficult skin conditions. So it's another range for you to seek out. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that video, and I can assure you that actually, yes, I would recommend all 10 of those brands. There's been some huge changes actually, and I would say actually if I was to focus on one particular brand, it would be NHR Organic Oils, because they have surpassed themselves this year. And actually the last time I heard, they were actually going to introduce another 150 oils to their collection. Now, when you look and take the time to look at their range of oils, both carrier and essential oils, they completely wipe the floor with any brand in terms of the choice and the access to these oils, but they're going to increase it by another 150 over this next year. So I really, 2018 for NHR Organic Oils is going to be incredible. But something magical happened this year, something that I never thought would really happen, and that is that my aromatherapy went to a whole different level. For years I've been blending oils, I've been creating blends within the clinic, I've been sending clients home with oils, but in January this year I took the leap and decided to continue this bespoke angle of blending aromatherapy oils together in a very different way, and that is within my own skincare range. Now, I also reflected and realised that the reason I'm suggesting all these different brands to you are because yes, I do respect all of these brands, but it's actually how I've been working for many years, and that is taking a cleanser from one brand, a toner from another, a moisturiser from another one, and pulling together these kind of routines for individuals based on the experience of all these brands. And it kind of struck me a little light bulb moment that the reason I do that is because I actually need to create these bespoke routines for the individual to get ultimately the best results on your skin. So January 2017 saw the launch of the Better Skin formula, and I'm incredibly proud of being able to pull together these ingredients, if you like, but under one brand, and for every person to go away with something different, because that is ultimately the best way to treat your skin, is to go bespoke. So it's been a really exciting year. I've blended more than I could ever imagine. I've really enjoyed the journey of it this year, and I really kind of look forward to just keep the momentum of encouraging people to go bespoke, to give their routines much more thought rather than just sort of sticking to set ways of doing things. It's time to really, be individual, go bespoke, and have an amazing 2018, having great skin.